Today we are going to be reading another chapter in our book, Stories Straight from Avi's Heart. Let's see what chapter we are up to. How does Avi look here? He looks super angry. Sometimes Avi feels angry. Who could think of another word that means angry? A similar word to angry. We have mad, right? We have upset. That's another way of saying that you're angry. I'm upset. We have frustrated. And here he looks very angry. Now I want us to think about some things that we might do when we're angry. What's something that you might do when you're angry? Sometimes we might yell when we're upset. Sometimes we might kick or hit when we're angry. Sometimes we might knock something over or throw something when we're upset. Now let's read about a time when Avi felt angry and how he reacted. What did he do when he got angry? And then we'll talk about some things that we can do to stop ourselves from hitting or screaming when we're angry. Let's read. All the Lego and the building blocks were scattered on the floor. Avi sat in the middle of his room and said, "What am I going to build today?" Let me give you a close-up. Let's see. The toys didn't answer. So what will I make? Hey, I have a great idea. Today I'll build a tower in a castle with a big garden and a wall around it. The wall will keep people out unless they have my permission to come in. What an imagination. Avi built a big castle just like a lot of you guys do in school. Avi built a big castle with stairs on the side that went up and turned a little. He put in windows, gates, and a courtyard. Avi made a parking lot for cars and a porch on the second floor. Avi built and built. In the middle of the castle, Avi built a big tower. The tower is so tall, it's higher than the roof. Avi continued building, adding one block on top of the other. Soon, the tower was taller than Avi. Wow, he had never built a tower as tall as this one. Avi clapped his hands in joy. So how is he feeling at the beginning of our story? Is he upset? Is he angry? Not yet. Right now, he is extremely happy and satisfied. Remember, we learned that word. He was very happy with what he had created, this tower that he created. He walked around the tower to see it from all sides. He was admiring what he had made. Mommy and Daddy will be so excited. They won't believe I built it myself, Avi said to himself. This is going to be the biggest tower in the world, he decided. Avi added more and more blocks very slowly and carefully so the tower wouldn't fall. That's why he was working. Why was he working slowly? Who can tell me why was he working slowly and not just doing it quickly? Because he didn't want anything to knock over. He was being very careful or cautious. That's another way of saying careful. He just managed to see Avi added more and more blocks very slowly and carefully so the tower wouldn't fall. One block, then another. Suddenly, he felt something behind him. He just managed to see Tammy crawling towards his castle. Remember Tammy? Tammy's his sister, his little baby sister. He just managed to see Tammy crawling towards his castle and then crash! The tower fell down and the castle fell apart. The wall around it was ruined. There was no tower and no castle. There was no wall to protect it. There was nothing. So how can Avi be feeling right now? How do you think he might be feeling? Good, he might be feeling angry. Other words that we learned for angry are mad or upset. He might be feeling frustrated. He might also be feeling sad. right? Because he was so proud of himself, and now what he made is ruined. So he might be feeling very, very sad. Avi felt very angry. Avi felt so mad. Let's see what he does. He yelled at little Tammy, "You made me so mad. Why do you always have to spoil things? Why do you always have to ruin things?" Did Tammy do it on purpose? No, she's just a baby. She was just moving around. She didn't know that she was ruining something he made. Avi kicked what was left of the wall until the blocks flew all over the room. You think that's what he should have done when he was angry? No. He cried and felt angry. He was sure he would never ever make another castle as special as that one, or another tower as tall. Avi walked around the room. His lips were tightly closed. He didn't want to look at anyone. When Tammy ruins his nice toy town, Avi's smile turns into a frown. Rhyming words, town, frown. Show me a frown, everyone. That's a frown. She's only a baby, so it's not that bad, but still and all, he gets really mad. But do you know what? Mommy said that later that night, when Tammy went to sleep, she would let Avi play more. Then, Avi could take out the Lego and blocks again and try to build a special castle with a tall tower. Maybe he will build a castle and tower even nicer than the first one. After all, now he's an expert. Here's one more look. Okay, so what did he do when he got angry? Who can tell me? What did he do when he got angry? He started yelling at Tammy. Very good. And he also kicked all of the Legos, right? Could he have hurt Tammy when he did that? He could have, right? So we have to be very careful. When we get angry, that's not a bad thing to get angry, right? It's okay if we get angry. We just need to know what to do when we get angry. So let's think of a few things that we can do when we get angry. I'm going to give you a minute to think. What's something we can do when we get angry? All right, here are some things we can do when we get angry. First, and these are things that we've done in school. First, we can take deep breaths. You can take 10 deep breaths like this. 1, 2, right? Like that. We can take deep breaths, and it'll help us when we are angry. Another thing we can do is we can take a walk. Sometimes when we're in class and we get really angry, Maura might take you for a walk. And it's not a punishment. It's not because Maura's upset, but sometimes it helps us relax our bodies to take a walk, just like breathing does. Something else we can do is go and speak to an adult. We can use our words when we're upset. It's very helpful to speak about what's on our minds when we're upset, right? Something else we can do is squeeze a squishy toy. Just like we take 10 breaths, we can squeeze something to help us calm our bodies and our nerves. All right, everybody, have a great day.